We'll see how I go.
You will be fine. If a brand gives you a $500 product, do you need to pay tax on it?
No, there's definitely a catch.
Okay.
There's definitely a catch.
You are doing very well. Hey everyone, welcome back to Molly Tax Tips. And this series is MoMo Tax Quiz series, where I, tax advisor, will be inviting people from different fields and asking them ultimate test tests. And today we have ultimate guest speaker Jack Cooper with a massive online following. So Jack, thank you so much for coming today. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Honestly, I'm very excited. You know, I've never done anything like this before, especially in the tax field. I'm a little bit nervous, I'm going to be honest, so we'll see how I go.
You will be fine. You've been our client for over the past year now, right? So I think you know quite a fair bit about tax and stuff within your field. Am I right?
Definitely way better than what I used to be. So maybe, you know, I might have a general idea of something. So we'll see how we go.
All right, let's get started, Jack. So the first question I have here is, if a brand gives you a $500 product, do you need to pay tax on it?
Like it's like a gift?
Yes.
I think it is yes. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
So how it works in Australia is even if you are gifted and because you're an influencer, you need to pay tax on a similar value of that gift amount. Yes. That's correct.
Did it always be like that though? Was it always that, or is it?
It has always been like that, but they made it a lot more stricter when influencing has been a big career thing now. Yeah, because if they don't do that, then a lot of people can get away with not paying tax on expensive gifts like free trips, free flights, free Hermes bag.
Yeah. ATO is not having that.
Yep. So moving on to the next question. Can influencers claim their entire phone bill as a tax deduction?
I want to say like both, like yes and no.
So the question is entire amount.
If they use the phone for like just like running their business, then yes. But if it's like their personal phone, it's no. Like, is that right?
You are so good. So yeah, if you have two separate phones and you only use one of them for work purposes and you turn off that one on the weekend, then yes, you can claim all the deductions on that. But if you use your personal phone for work and personal only, you have to split up your work and personal percentage, and only work staff will be able to claim. Doing really well. I'm surprised. This is so good. This might be a tricky one.
Ooh.
Okay? Listen carefully. If you buy a $3,000 camera for YouTube, can you claim the full amount in just one financial year?
I want to say yes. Oh no. No, there's definitely a catch.
It's okay.
There's definitely a catch. So I'm going to say, but like, I've got no reason that I want to say no for. I'm like, absolutely. Like, why not? Like,
Yeah. So yeah, that is definitely a tricky question because previously, with the instant asset write-off ruling, you could claim up to 20,000 as single asset in 1 year. Now with the new rule, you can only claim up to $1,000 per asset. So if your camera is $3,000, even though you only use it for work, you will have to depreciate it. So you can only claim it over a few years' time.
that's so interesting. Honestly, it's things like that. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, yeah, why not? You're using it for your business? Absolutely. So, wow, trick question for sure.
So if you send this to an accountant, we will review it. We will put it as a deduction, but as a depreciation expense.
Interesting. Wow.
Doing very well still. The next one. Ooh, I love this. Can you claim a holiday if you post content during the trip?
Oh, I want to say no, but like, I think things within the holiday maybe, like in terms of like if you're staying somewhere and you're reviewing like a restaurant and whatnot. I could be wrong.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So Most of the trips will still be considered as private and it's not deductible. So let's say if you go to Bali to just shoot your content, it will not be deductible. But if you're invited by a hotel or a restaurant and they pay you to create a content, then some of the expenses will be deductible. Now, we're halfway there. And you are doing very well. So let's say if you hire a photographer to take photos for your Instagram, would that be deductible?
I want to say no, because it's more of like a personal thing. Like there's no actual actually, I don't know. Because if you're like paying someone for the purpose of like, you having your Instagram account as a social media influencer, like, maybe it's yes. Wait.
All right, time to choose, Jack.
Oh, I want to say no. I think that in my gut, I feel like it's no.
Okay, he's right. So the question was a little vague. If the question is more about hiring a photographer just for your personal page and personal following, then it will not be deductible. However, if you hire a photographer for brand-related content where you got paid for and to give the actual project at the end, then it will be deductible.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm learning so much doing this.
The next one is quite similar. If you go shopping and buy new clothes for a photo shoot for your Instagram, is that deductible?
Oh, I want to say no. But could you, if it was like, but then I guess, no. No, I'm going to say no. But I was going to say, what if like it was like, you trying to like promote a brand or something and then maybe, I don't know, like.
So no, 18 is quite strict on clothing and personal use because you are basically enjoying those clothing and then you would be wearing them even when you're not sort of promoting them. Yeah.
That's a good point.
The next one's quite interesting. Can you claim internet costs for your content creation?
Oh, yes. Is that right?
Yeah, like you're quite right. So similar to the telephone bill.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
If it is your home internet and then you use for personal as well, you will have to be apportion it out and then claim it the business use and the personal use only.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, interesting. I felt very
You're learning something now. Yeah. So next time if we ask you, Jack, all your bills and all your deductions, you make sure you can also provide us what is the business use percent and what's the personal use.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I think you asked me this question the other day.
Oh.
Yeah. Can you claim rent because you film most of your content creation at home?
So I understand, I think if that's like your primary like office or like space you use to operate as like your influencer career, then a proportion of it, yes, but not the full amount.
Oh my God, I love your answer. 100%.
Look at that. It's like I never even asked the other day.
He is nailing it. Yeah. So if that is your primary place of business, you don't have a separate office, you cannot claim the full amount of rent, but a portion of it. And how to work it a lot easier is if you use one of the bedroom, something like that. So work out the floor to area ratio from your entire apartment, and if that room is about 20%, then 20% of your rent will be deductible. Yeah. This is a little bit like a maths question. If your income is lower than 18,200, do you still need to report or file your tax return?
Yes, you do. Yes. I only know this because I remember when I had like a job when I think I was 15, I think I made like 14,000 in a year, but you still like obviously like report it to the ATO, but you do get the full like refund.
Speaking from personal experience, doing really well. Correct. Last question, Jack.
Okay. Wow.
You are doing very, very well.
I'm doing
I think you got like 8 or 9 questions correct. So the last one is, can you claim food and coffee of dining out because your excuse is to create it for content creation?
I want to say no, but I think can you if it's for like a meeting? Oh no, that's wrong, isn't it? No, not like if you like let's say you're meeting up with like a client or something, and like you're meeting up with someone for that purpose, maybe then yes.
So there's more context to this question. To give you a bit more technical content behind it is how it's going to work is if you are dining out with someone for a meeting or client meeting, it is considered as entertainment. So how entertainment works is if you want to claim it, you can. But if you run as a company, then your company will have to also pay and lodge a fringe benefit tax separately. Yeah, so it's about, okay, are you benefiting business owners, in business meetings or your employees? Then the government ATO is saying that yes, you can claim in your tax return, but you have to lodge a separate FPT tax separately.
I see.
Yeah. But if it's a personal use of dining out, then technically most of the time it's not deductible, unfortunately. So Jack, thank you so much. You did so well with all these questions and I am so proud being your accountant.
Honestly, thank you. No, I feel you've taught me everything I know, so...
Any last words?
Honestly, no, thank you so much. Honestly, hopefully, if there's a next time, I can maybe get 10 out of 10. Who knows?
You're very close to 10 out of 10 today.
Honestly, I did better than I thought. I actually did. So I'm very happy with how I went.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you so much for dropping by. And thanks, guys.
Thank you.
See you next time.
Bye.